Teachers know the dread. You finish teaching a dynamic, engaging middle years program unit, only to face the MYP unit planner. It often feels less like a teaching tool and more like an administrative hurdle designed strictly for external evaluators. What began with the 2015 template as a helpful guide slowly calcified in many school cultures. It became an inflexible checklist where compliance took precedence over pedagogy. Educators spend hours engaged in syntactic gymnastics, forcing fluid, complex classroom realities into tiny, mandated boxes. The resulting cognitive load drains the energy that should be spent on actual curriculum design. The International Baccalaureate recognized this friction. Their response is the Enhancing the MYP Beta initiative, an official intervention explicitly aimed at dismantling this bureaucratic overhead. The premise is direct. The idea of a single, IB-mandated perfect template is a myth. Unlearning the habit of chasing that myth is the first step to reclaiming your agency as a curriculum designer. The Enhanced MYP Beta marks a distinct structural pivot. The focus moves from filling out static forms to empowering schools to design customized, iterative curriculum architectures. While the strict formatting rules are dissolving, the core pedagogical engine remains intact. Every unit must still be driven by the invariant triad of inquiry, action, and reflection. Decentralizing the documentation gives your school the authority to build an IB framework that natively integrates with your specific local ecosystem and software platforms. We are going to map the specific structural transitions from the legacy rules to these new enhanced MYP mechanics. Understanding exactly what the IB requires and what it no longer demands allows you to pass evaluations without sacrificing creative control over your classroom delivery. This technical breakdown outlines the changes to Stage 1, inquiry. The old equation required stitching together a key concept, a related concept, and a global context, resulting in dense, convoluted sentences. The enhanced MYP removes that entirely, allowing direct, focused inquiry questions. Here is the exact guidance outlining the inquiry shift. The strict requirement to cram a global context into that primary prompt has been completely eliminated, allowing you to formulate questions that are organically age-appropriate and immediately accessible. A simpler sentence structure does not mean a reduction in academic rigor. The inquiry prompt must still actively drive the cognitive heavy lifting. Moving past the rigid formula allows you to craft questions that resonate with the learner, rather than prompts written solely for an evaluator. The monolithic global context is now dismantled into a modular approach. By applying an individual, local, or global lens, you instantly clarify the unit's why, providing a concrete stepping stone for students before tackling broader global concepts. This chart details the simplification of MYP concepts. The strict segregation of key and related buckets is gone, replaced by a single set of specified concepts. Schools now have explicit freedom to select additional concepts tailored to their unique curriculum needs. These updated contextual lenses and unified concepts provide modular tools to build relevance, removing the need to force ingredients together just to satisfy a template. Moving into Stage 2, action. This rubric section outlines how the IB conceptual theory must meet mandatory local curriculum compliance. The planner's content section is the precise location where state or national frameworks, like the Australian Curriculum version 9.0, must be explicitly mapped out. Leaving this section blank is a severe evaluation red flag. It incorrectly implies the IB program operates in a vacuum, disconnected from local legal compliance. Many modern schools streamline this process by integrating electronic curriculum mapping systems that auto-populate the content section directly from national standards. Formalizing this mapping directly within the planner provides crucial documentation, protecting the school during dual accreditation reviews or state audits. This mapped content is required to represent an appropriate developmental challenge, ensuring it properly prepares students for future academic studies. Stage 2 visually proves to evaluators that fostering high-level IB inquiry does not require sacrificing rigorous, standard-aligned content delivery. The enhanced MYP tightens requirements for documenting ATL skills. Merely dropping a skill name into a box is no longer compliant. Documentation must explicitly detail the step-by-step pedagogical process used to teach that strategy, or outline specific, actionable student learning experiences. Returning to the changes chart, we see a structural update to the legacy service as action requirement. It shifts to the term community engagement, mandating in-unit learning experiences that allow students to explore local opportunities or real-world challenges. The action stage is a heavily documented blueprint, proving exactly how cognitive skills and community awareness are actively practiced in your classroom. Stage 3, reflection, is the mechanism that prevents the planner from becoming a dead archival document, transforming it instead into a dynamic, iterative tool. This evaluation document outlines teacher support standards. IB evaluators strictly audit the environment to verify effective reflection can happen. Specifically, schools must provide dedicated collaborative planning time to adjust these living documents based on student data. Effective reflection serves as a structural bridge, connecting the end of one unit directly back into the Stage 1 inquiry phase of the next. A perfectly clean, unedited planner at the end of a semester is actually a red flag. True compliance requires visible iteration and documented collaborative reflection. Ultimately, the International Baccalaureate authorizes pedagogical frameworks, not specific PDF templates. The enhanced MYP beta explicitly clarifies this point. Schools have total agency to design customized unit planners that fit seamlessly into their specific digital ecosystems. The core constants remain identical. Regardless of the visual format, your custom documentation must capture the inquiry's purpose, explicitly map the action through local content and ATL processes, and demonstrate continuous reflection. You can discard the outdated anxiety of strict compliance and embrace your intended role as an autonomous curriculum designer. By aligning local compliance realities with the flexible, decentralized architecture of the enhanced MYP, schools achieve both rigorous evaluation success and true pedagogical freedom.